Well over 100,000 spectators here at Hockenheim, and you join us in an atmosphere absolutely charged with tension. Because as you have heard, the 500cc race warm-up started. The riders had to come in and started to change to wet tyres, only for the rain clouds to roll away. And now they are all out on slick tyres with dry roads, after incidentally the 250 race was stopped and then started to be won by Carlos Lavado, the Venezuelan. And down there in the blue and white helmet nearest you see the incredible 20-year-old Freddie Spencer, who has won each of the 3 Grand Prix that have already been held this year. There you see the second row of the grid, and number 43 is our own Ron Haslam, Rocket Ron Haslam, 9th fastest on the grid in only his first appearance at Hockenheim. And the grid stretches back mercifully. It looks as though, and as I talk to you, I'm looking around from this gigantic grandstand in which we're situated. The skies are clearing, and we're hoping desperately that we're going to have a dry race, because to have it stopped and started is a miserable situation for everybody. Number 3, pole position, Freddie Spencer, the only man faster than the lap record in practice. This is a 19-lap, 80.5-mile race. Then there's Kenny Roberts, then Eddie Lawson, then Marco Lucinelli, and completing the front rank, Raymond Roche, number 52. In the second rank, Jack Middelberg, Yamaha, and Ron Haslam. And they are straining now, keeping the front brake on, rocking the bike slightly. All 2-stroke engines, the flag goes up, and the German Grand Prix is on. And a beautiful start by Marco Lucinelli and Freddie Spencer. And Marco Lucinelli leads into the first right-hander from Freddie Spencer, and Barry Sheed has been miserably left. There is Sheed getting away, last of all but one competitor. And as if Barry hasn't had enough misery, because he had his works bike, refused to ride, he was refused permission to ride his works bike. He's out on a standard Mark 8 Suzuki, and he's starting last but one for the German Grand Prix, and already it's Freddie Spencer on the 3-cylinder Honda leading his teammate Marco Lucinelli, world champion of 1981. And they stream through. Now they're on their way up to the off curve in this boomerang-shaped 4.1-mile circuit. And the question is, where are Kenny Roberts and his teammate, number 27, Lawson, in this race now? Because it is Freddie Spencer there, the man who won all 3 races this year. And Kenny Roberts is in 4th, and then one in South Africa, he won in France, he won in Italy. He has a maximum of 45 World Championship points. By the way, the number 1 in the top right corner of your screen means 1 lap and it'll change every time the lap goes. And it's Roberts in 3rd position. There is Lawson. There behind him was World Champion Franco Uncini, and they stream through on their way now to what is called the stadium section, which is where 100,000 Germans are seated, and Marco Lucinelli takes Freddie Spencer and goes into the lead as they go into the stadium with 100,000 Germans seated there. The rest of them are spread out around the course, and Marco Lucinelli, who was right off form last year, but who's 6th in the World Championship this year and who seems to be right back on form, is leading Freddie Spencer then. Honda, number 5, Lucinelli leads. Honda, number 3, Freddie Spencer second. Then it is Roberts in 3rd position as the rest of them come round the right-hander at the Opel curve at the end of lap 1 with 18 to go. It's Roberts in 3rd position. In 4th position, it's another Honda, it's Katayama. And there is Lucinelli. Now, this is a second gear bend, 80 miles an hour. They accelerate up, and as they disappear round the right-hander there, they are gathering speed. They're on their way to the first of the 2 chicanes in this circuit. And Kenny Roberts, 3 times world champion, who's in 3rd position at the present moment, was praying for rain, and there he is, he's closing. Roberts, the diminutive 3 times world champion, Kenny Roberts, is closing, and now it's Freddie Spencer on the Honda in the lead from Lucinelli. There is Roberts, and see that Yamaha really getting a switch on. And Barry Sheed is sliding through the field from the back. He has already moved up 5 places from the last one that he was in. It's Roberts in 3rd position then. Spencer ahead of him, leading. Marco Lucinelli in 2nd position, and already the race pattern looks to me that the incredible and seemingly unbeatable Freddie Spencer is leading from, and there they go into the left-hander at the chicane. Lucinelli 2nd. Number 5, Roberts in 3rd position, and just watch the style of Spencer. And in 4th position it's Katayama. Behind Katayama in 5th position it's Raymond Roche on a private Honda. So the Hondas are doing extremely well. Number 54 there is Keith Ewan, the British rider, on a Suzuki. As Freddie Spencer comes into the stadium section, and you can see now that he's broken away a bit. He's broken the toe from... In 2nd position, Lucinelli, and the V4 Yamaha of 3 times world champion Kenny Roberts is definitely starting to close on the 2nd place man, the Italian Lucinelli. That's Spencer, Lucinelli, Roberts, Katayama and Roche and Uncini, and behind Uncini, Boot Van Dolman. And where, I ask myself, is Ron Haslam? Ron Haslam is in about 8th position now, as the leader, Spencer, goes into his 3rd lap. And look at Roberts. Roberts is giving it everything he's got. And Haslam is in 12th position as they stream round the right-hander. Now they're building up to 170 miles an hour. They're approaching the fastest part of the course. They go into the chicane, then 2nd gear, 80 miles an hour. Spencer leads, lap 3. Watch for Lucinelli. There's Lucinelli. There is Roberts. And it's quite obvious that the Yamaha is not handling as well as the Honda. Roberts had considerable handling trouble with the Yamaha last year. They've done a lot of work on it, and it's a lot better than it was, but it's still not nearly as good as the Hondas, which are beautifully steady. Watch Freddie Spencer there. He's coming up to the off curve, and Roberts is now right on the rear wheel of the 2nd place man, ex-world champion from 1981, Marco Lucinelli, who won his world championship on a Suzuki. Spencer, look at his knee. Out goes the other one. He just touches the ground. They've got special padding, and Roberts is 2nd. Up into 2nd position has gone Kenny Roberts. Now, can he do anything about the lead, which is held by the flying Freddie Spencer? Fast Freddie, they call him, and with good reason. And let's look again. There's Fast Freddie leading. Left. He just lifts his knee, lets it down again. And Freddie Spencer is only 20 years old. Roberts there up into 2nd place. Spencer 5'10" and 185 pounds. He's a tall, slimly built lad, and sweeping round the right-hander in the stadium section in front of this enormous crowd. And this incredible man, and I use that word advisedly, because Freddie Spencer first came over to Britain in 1980. He won 2 of the transatlantic rounds at Brands Hatch and set the road racing world by its ears, because he'd never been in Europe before. And now you see that Kenny Roberts is definitely pulling away from Marco Lucinelli. In 4th place it is still Katayama, and right with him is Roche. In 6th position is Uncini, 7th is Bert Van Dalman, 8th is Lawson, 9th is Mamela, 10th is Fontaine, 11th is Middleberg, and in 12th position is Britain's Ron Haslam on the Honda. And Haslam's starting to move up. As I talk to you, I see him take 2 places. He's gone up to 10th place. And Keith Ewan, the 2nd British rider on the Suzuki, is in 17th place. Lap 4, 19 laps, German Grand Prix, Hockenheim, flat, fast, very fast, and there is the fastest of them all. Fast Freddie on the 3-cylinder, 2-stroke Honda. Honda came back into the forefront of road racing last year with the 2-stroke Honda, having tried unsuccessfully for a couple of years to develop a 4-cylinder 4-stroke. to keep their four-stroke reputation. They had to throw in the towel on that one. And there is Robert second, Lucinelli third, and the battle between Katayama and Roche, and it's Katayama in... Whoa, and Roche nearly lost it there. It's Honda's first, second, first, third, fourth and fifth. And one of those Hondas is a works replica. There is Katayama, the Japanese rider, number 8, ex-world champion in the 350 class, as we look now at the distinctive red and white machine of Kenny Roberts in second place, pulling away from Lucinelli, but not making anything up on Freddie Spencer as they go round the Opel curve. There's Spencer. And there is the leader. You'll see the number change to 5. There it goes. And the gap between Spencer and Roberts is 3.66 seconds on the 5th lap out of 19. Spencer, seemingly with all the time in the world, casually looks over his left shoulder to see where the opposition is. And here he is, the man, Freddie Spencer from Shreveport, Louisiana. 3 times winner at Daytona. He's been riding 15 years in his 20 because he started racing a motorbike, believe it or not, at the age of 5. And now you can see how all that experience is paying off. This quietly spoken, extremely pleasant young man, Freddie Spencer, and if he gets 15 points for winning here at Hockenheim, it will give him 60 points, and at the present moment he's leading by 25 points after 3 Grand Prix from Kenny Roberts, who's in second place in the World Championship and second position in the race, and there he is. Ron Haslam in second position in the World Championship, tying with Kenny Roberts, is in 11th place. There is the race leader. And Barry Sheene is well down the field. He's still going round. He had a very unhappy practice period. And there are Katayama and Roche in 4th and 5th places, behind Lucinelli, who is third. Number 12 there is Boat Van Dulman. There is Roberts. There is Lucinelli, who is third. And is the 4th place man, Katayama, making up any ground on his teammate, Marco Lucinelli? I think the answer is yes. Freddie Spencer swings round the slowest corner on the course, the first gear, and stacks. Now he's changed up and he's into Opel curve, which is 70 miles an hour. He accelerates up into the top straight. Look for the red machine of Kenny Roberts as Spencer comes into the start and finish straight. And there is Roberts. And the gap now between Spencer and Roberts, which was just over 3 seconds, is 3.9. So Freddie Spencer, who looks over his shoulder again, is increasing his lead over Roberts. There's the American, and it's American's first and second. It's Lucinelli from Italy in third position. It's Honda's first and third, sandwiching a Yamaha. In fourth position, it's still the Japanese rider Katayama on the Honda. In fifth position, it's the Frenchman Roche on the Honda. Then in sixth place, it's the reigning world champion Franco Uncini, who is moving up through the field ahead of Lawson, who is seventh, Montan, who is eighth, Van Dulman, who is 9th, and Mamela, who is in 10th position. No, as I talk, Mamela has moved ahead and is up into 9th place. And Brandy Mamela on the Suzuki won here at Hockenheim last year. But you are looking at a man who is in a class of his own in World Championship road racing these days. And I do include the second place man there, Kenny Roberts, who seemingly can do nothing about the lead that Freddie Spencer has got, as we see Lucinelli going away, as we see Katayama and Roche. It's incredible. You notice the way Spencer just lifts his knee to clear the curving at exactly the same points, every lap. Coming up to the end of lap 6 in this 19-lap race, and it looks as though Roberts can do nothing about Spencer. Lucinelli can do nothing about Roberts. Katayama and Roche are not gaining on Lucinelli. And there is number 1, Uncini, in 6th place, followed by Lawson, and number 10, Mark Fontan. And as they go round the stadium section, the leader, Freddie Spencer, is exiting the Opel curve, going through, and at the end of lap 6 with 13 laps to go, Freddie Spencer leads, Robert second, Lucinelli third, Katayama fourth, Roche fifth, and Uncini sixth.
Well, he's just not fast, Freddie. He's frightening, Freddie, and I think...
There is Freddie Spencer on lap 13 in this 19-lap race in second place. And Katayama catching him, Lucinelli catching him. In fifth position now it is Lamela, because Uncini has slipped down through the field. In sixth position now it's Raymond Roche. Seventh is Mark Fontaine. Eighth is Uncini. And in ninth place Eddie Lawson. There is Freddie Spencer. Very smooth, beautifully smooth start. And Katayama is soon going to take that second place. Lucinelli trying all he can to stay with the Japanese rider, who passes Freddie Spencer on the inside and takes second position. So Spencer, who I thought was going to be in for 15 points, is in for a maximum of 10 in the World Championship now, and that's dependent on him retaining his third position. He's fighting back against Katayama. Honda's second, third, fourth, and all together. There's the battle for fifth behind them. Katayama, number 8. And Lucinelli is ahead of Spencer, and there is the race leader, Kenny Roberts, who has been racing for 13 years, has won at Daytona twice, had a terrible year last year. There are the three Hondas, second, third, and fourth. And as they go into the left hand of the slowest corner on the course, the first gear, 50 mile an hour Sachs curve, with Lucinelli now up into third place, Freddie Spencer down to fourth. The leader, Kenny Roberts, is just crossing the line. He's crossed it to start his 14th lap. There he is. And from here, as the skies are darkening overhead, I look around me quickly. There's a very black cloud behind me, but I think we're going to be all right for the remainder of this race. There are only 5 laps to go, including this, and at about 2 minutes 15 seconds or so per lap. That means to say there's only about another 10 or 12 minutes to go. And the fastest lap that we have so far is the man that you're looking at, Kenny Roberts, who on the 5th lap went round in 2 minutes 5.6, which is an amazing 4 seconds inside the 1982 lap record put up by, and you've seen for yourself. Now, this is going to be really interesting. The crowd is standing up in the open. They're putting on raincoats. We'll see some umbrellas go up soon. There is rain on the far side of the circuit. The riders are on slick tyres. The 250cc race was stopped on the 4th lap earlier today. The riders had to come in and change tyres and wheels for wet weather tyres. And if the rain really comes down, I predict that the 500cc German Grand Prix will have to be stopped, and it starts coming down very, very quickly when it comes down at Hockenheim. The rain is falling quite heavily on the stadium section, and Roberts is on slicks. He will, of course, be seeing the rain on his windscreen. He will be seeing the rain on his visor. He will feel a distinct lack of adhesion through his tyres, because these machines now are developing some 130 brake horsepower, which they put down to the ground through a patch of rubber on the rear tyre, which is no bigger than the palm of your hand. And it really is raining. There's Katayama and Lucinelli. And they're getting the checkered flag ready. They're going to stop the race on lap 15 with Kenny Roberts riding away into the forest. They are getting the checkered flag ready to stop the German Grand Prix, and that will mean the full race distance in what has turned out to be a sensational race as we look at number 27, Eddie Lawson, and Lawson is in 9th position. The German Grand Prix is going to be stopped 4 laps short of its distance. Kenny Roberts has only to finish this lap So the rain is falling now at Hockenheim on lap 15 with Kenny Roberts in the lead, and as I talk to you, the checkered flag is being readied to stop the German Grand Prix 4 laps full of its short distance, as the 250 race was stopped earlier today, for the simple reason that all these riders are on slick, bald tyres designed for dry conditions. The rain makes the course extremely dangerous, particularly as it goes between the forests, and it's very, very wet. And Kenny Roberts is leading. Spencer is in fourth position. In second place is Marco Lucinelli, and in third position, now it's a change, because up into second place has gone Katayama. The race is going to finish with Kenny Roberts winning 4 laps short of the full distance. Second will be Katayama. Third will be Lucinelli. Fourth will be Spencer. In fifth position will be Roche, and in sixth place, world champion Franco Uncini. And there is Kenny Roberts almost home. Kenny Roberts riding round the outside to lap a tail ender, taking it very gingerly indeed, little knowing that as he comes out of the right-handed Opel curve, it will be to see the checkered flag at the end of lap 15. He's within sight of it now. We're waiting. He's absolutely crawling round the Opel curve. The rain is lashing down. It's wetting the course, wetting the tyres. Roberts is cruising to victory, and the checkered flag goes out, and Kenny Roberts has won the German Grand Prix here at Hockenheim after his magnificent victories at Daytona and Imola, which were non-championship events. That will give him 15 points. It will consolidate his World Championship second position, but still well in the lead is Freddie Spencer.
Well, here's the full result of the race. Yes, Roberts, his first win of the season. Katayama, the Japanese rider, second. Lucinelli, third. Spencer has to be content with fourth place. First time he hasn't won one of the Grand Prix this season. Roche, fifth. Uncini, reigning world champion, in sixth. And the World Championship then is like this. Spencer's lead is cut to 8 points at the top. Roberts' first win gives him 35. Lucinelli, 25. Mamola, fourth. Fontan and Haslam joint fifth. Haslam slips a couple of places, 3 places in actual fact, and Uncini, the reigning world champion, is still in 7th spot. Hope you enjoyed the motorcycling this afternoon.